Welcome to Tater Time with Big Al and the Tater. Your host, Mr. Caleb Strickland.
Welcome to week 3 of Tater Time. We are so glad you have joined us again. The college football season seems to be slipping away already. I'm a little sad, but it's okay.
Always does.
Yeah. Week 2, what's your takeaways?
Well, those Fighting Seminoles looking very impressive. Not really at all. Willie Taggart.
No love.
Willie Taggart. I mean, they look like they're playing like a high school team again, and they played Samford, not Stanford. Samford Bulldogs from Birmingham.
That all-important team.
They almost got bit by the dogs.
I'm going to go West Coast with Arizona State beating Michigan State in Pac-12 after dark game. Michigan State in the Big Ten just not representing the Big Ten very well. I guess that was one of my takeaways.
Ooh, so you're still doubting the Big Ten. You got no love for Willie. Okay.
Haters.
Okay, yeah. All right, moving on to week 3 picks. We will open with the most important matchup of the week, the Golden matchup, the SEC favorites among the Tater, the always on the cusp of a championship,
His crush football team.
Commodores.
Yeah.
The Vandy Commodores versus the Fighting Irish of the Notre Dame. AJ apologized to the Notre Dame Nation last week, but now they're playing his favorite team, the Commodores. I'm going to put you on pins and needles, and we're going to go to Kyle first.
Yeah, well, I will say the Notre Dame looked a little sloppy last week versus the Ball State team. Their quarterback, Grady Wimbush, threw 3 interceptions. It just didn't look very sharp. Vandy, on the other hand, did look pretty good against Nevada. You know, Kyle Shermer, their quarterback's very solid. That being said, I don't think Notre Dame has a problem in this one. I think they win this one easily.
I feel like I might have hyped this game too much. You just said that they looked good against Nevada and that Notre Dame struggled with Ball State.
Yeah. I mean, it is Vandy. At the
Okay,
end of the day,
okay,
it is Vandy.
Okay. All right, so Tater, we know you're an anchor down guy, but you've apologized to the Fighting Irish, and you said that you will never doubt Lou Holtz again.
And
Where's your pick?
It was hard after that performance against Ball State last week, but I definitely am a man of my word, and I will not doubt the Golden Domers. So we're going with Notre Dame. They have a little magical unicorn here helping them out this week. So yeah, I like Notre Dame, and this game probably won't even be close.
So your love of the Doors has passed.
Hey, I'm just being real.
I think we just witnessed a breakup.
Whoa.
Yep.
Commodore Nation, keep yourselves together. All right, moving on. Number 22, USC at Texas. Texas is minus 3.5 in this game. Tater, what you thinking?
Well, considering I fell for Texas earlier this season when they got beat by those Fighting Turtles.
Hook 'em horns.
And they looked really impressive last week against Tulsa. Not really. I hate to do this, but I'm going with the USC Trojans.
Okay, hold on. So you've moved the Texas Longhorns out of
He's
your top
jumping
4.
ship.
You have jumped ship on the Doors and now the Longhorns.
I'm just seeing what's going on.
It's a long season.
I don't like what I'm seeing from Texas, and I can't stay on the bus anymore.
All right, no worries. All right, how about you, Kyle?
All right, so yes, Texas looked pretty bad last week versus Tulsa. Tulsa missed 3 field goals, which if they would have made all those, could have beat Texas. That would have been a really bad loss for that program. But on the other hand, USC is still really young, and this game is in Austin. I think Sam Ehlinger, quarterback for Texas, is going to remember how close that game was last year. I think Texas might have been looking ahead. I'm just going to give them the benefit of the doubt, and I'm going to go with Texas in this one, in a close one.
Okay. Moving on to the old Buckeyes. Ohio State, number 4, 12.5-point favorite against TCU. The old Horned Frogs.
Yeah.
So, what are you thinking?
Well, I had some good analysis, but Urban covered it up.
Ouch.
Just kidding, Ohio State fans.
Not cool.
That's going to be a mic drop.
No, last week, Ohio State, they took advantage of a pretty inferior Rutgers opponent. I will say their quarterbacks look phenomenal. I don't know how they keep churning them out up there, but it is ridiculous how many quarterbacks they seem to have year in and year out.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, TCU we don't know too much about them. They had that SMU game last Friday night. They had to put them away late, struggled a little bit early. But I like Gary Patterson, their head coach. He's always got them prepared. They're always very prepared, competitive in these sort of games. But I don't see them being able to hang with Ohio State athletically come the fourth quarter. Ohio State puts them away probably by 2 touchdowns late.
Okay. How about you, Tater?
Well, I'm sure Ryan Sonsel will appreciate this.
Giving
Giving some love to your Buckeyes this time. TCU, they're that team that, every now and then they end up sneaking up on somebody. And then when there's a big game that they're supposed to do something, they don't do anything. So I think this is the same kind of situation. No Urban, no problem. Ohio State wins big, not close. Ohio State big.
So we got some Buckeye fans here tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Moving on, Bama versus Ole Miss. Now, historically, over the past 2 or 3 years, this has been kind of a trap game for the old Tide. I'd say last year it was not, but are we looking at possibly a game here, or what do you think?
I mean, this one could be interesting. Both quarterbacks hail from Hawaii. So the Hawaii matchup, I guess you could say.
The old Rainbow Warriors.
But I think Ole Miss, their receivers could give our secondary a little bit of a problem. But I still like Bama. I think they'll cover the spread, and I think they'll win going away.
Yeah, Ole Miss struggled last week with Southern Illinois, who happen to be the Salukis, which if you don't know what a Saluki is, here you go. If that's your mascot, I have no respect for you. This game turned into a basketball game where Ole Miss had to pull one out in the fourth quarter. Their defense is absolutely atrocious. 629 yards is what they gave up last week to this team. So Bama's not going to have any problem moving the ball. Now, yes, I think Tater's correct. On offense, they do have a talented offense. Jordan Ta'amu is a great quarterback. They could give Alabama some fits, but I see Bama being able to get enough stops. I see Bama by about 27 in this one.
Ooh, okay, so y'all have Bama beating the spread, both of you?
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is going to be a blowout, in your opinion.
You could say that.
Okay. Hey, I'm for that. All right, moving over to the other side of the state, we got the old LSU, the Baton Rouge Tigers, the enemy we all love to hate, playing Auburn.
The battle of the real Tigers, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
Who will it be? So we got Auburn minus 9.5. But they both are looking pretty good right now. We got Auburn at 7, LSU at 12. I mean, this is gonna be a pretty good game.
Yeah, I mean, we would be remiss if we didn't mention last week's game and what we were, the band.
The
band. We were all pumped about the band. I
Yeah.
can honestly say I didn't see a single play from the game, but I did go back and watch Alabama State's band, the Mighty Marching Hornets, and they absolutely crushed it. I'm talking about the honeybees were out there dropping it. The stingettes were stinging. Snares were popping everywhere. I mean, it was great. And they destroyed Auburn on that front. The football game, not so much. Auburn did not cover the computer-generated score of 60 points, so there's a little concern there. But other than that, no, I'm just kidding a little bit. But jumping over to LSU, they beat Southeastern Louisiana. Not really sure. I'm not really convinced that that's a real team.
Hold on.
We should.
Come on.
You got to look at their logo. Here's their logo. Okay, it looks like some Microsoft Word clip art. Anyway, quarterback struggles again at LSU, just like Bama can't get a kicker.
So hold on. So you're grading the football team based on the graphic design team?
Yes, absolutely.
There you go,
Y'all
guys.
got some work to do. Y'all should get a Mac or something. But no, seriously, I mean, quarterback struggles again are rearing their ugly head. I mean,
Right.
for LSU, just like Bama cannot get a kicker to save their life,
Ooh.
LSU cannot get a quarterback. Joe Burrow, I know he's really young and all that, but you shouldn't be struggling with this team.
No.
I mean, he's been in the game long enough. So I'm a little concerned on that front. Just not a good matchup for LSU. Stidham should do fine. I like him better. LSU, I just think they're going to be overwhelmed at the end of the day. It might be scrappy early, but I think Auburn probably takes them by about 10.
All right, Tater.
Yeah, I got to give LSU some credit for what they did to Miami a couple weeks ago, but wasn't very impressed this past week. And I don't think they're going to have enough to beat Auburn. I'm just going to be realistic here. I think Auburn wins, and it could be 3 or 4 touchdowns.
Okay. All right, thanks for being with us this week. We need to know what you think in the comments. If you have a viewer question for the guys, send it in. We'd love to get you in. We're not getting any hatred from you guys. So when you have any Tater haters, I mean, y'all love us.
Bring it on.
Y'all love us, and it's awesome. It's awesome. Thanks.
Yep.
Tater, wait on you. Peace. There we go.